Today, we're going to be rating custom Magic the Gathering cards. Let's see how crazy they are today. In fact, they're so crazy, we're going to look at the 1,000,000th Shahrazad idea here with the actual Shahrazad. It is a white enchantment saga aura. That's great. That's everything we need to... We need more sagas that are also enchantments. This saga can't enter with more than one counter. That sounds like some good news. But it enchants a noble? Oh, yeah, because it's an aura. It's not any sort of enchantment over here. It is an aura card. How many nobles are there? Okay, we have chapter 1, Enchanted Noble gains tap. Tap another untapped creature you control. Double the number of lore counters on target saga you control. Oh, I get it. Okay, so we get to... So you can double the number of saga... This is for a saga deck. You go straight to the ultimate. I mean, basically doubling the number of saga lore counters will very close or immediately get you to the ultimate or the final chapter. What is this? M1? That is very... I think that's high. Is that like 100? Arabian... Ah, part 100. Look at that. Oh, part 100. Very clever. Sorry, not 100. It's 1,001 nights. So M is 1,000. Because 1,001 tails. It's very, very flavor fitting. All right, we like it. We love that. That is a good one. I have slightly new sound effects. We have some more sound effects. Not that many. But basically, I just upgraded to Windows 11. It's actually amazing. I wish I did it sooner. I think it makes me look cleaner. I don't know, to everyone else, do I look like I'm more in 4K than usual? Upgrade to Windows 11, all of a sudden everything is upgraded. All right, we have the last card of the Super Chats from Magostera. The E. Stellar Marie from the Olga series. This has 7 loyalty for a Planeswalker. If E. Stellar Marie would leave the battlefield, exile it instead, then you may put an Olga multicolored Planeswalker you own from exile onto the battlefield under your control. And remember, this series of Olga cards is all about... It's a very Yu-Gi-Oh thing. You're exiling them, you bring them back. It's a weird sort of cheatsy tutoring type of thing. -1, you get an emblem with, at the beginning of your upkeep, target creature an opponent controls loses all abilities until end of turn. That's weird. Probably should be worded... Oh, no, it's an emblem. You get with at the beginning of your upkeep, but it's still until end of turn. Okay, you get it over and over again. Maybe it's only useful. Of course we're doing bingo, Steve Cooper. Well, I'm glad you asked because we do have the bingo card here. Everyone take screenshots. You're responsible for letting me know. I gotta make rules like if it's gone for too long, if we skip to another card, you can't call for old cards. You gotta do it in the moment. Anyway, an emblem... I guess it's fine if you're getting an emblem, so you get this constant effect. Because not only that, you could get I think you can get another emblem. I think you can get a second emblem of the same thing. I'm not entirely sure about that. I'm pretty sure. And then you can just compound this, so you make 2 creatures lose all abilities until end of turn, 3 creatures, and I guess it supports your attacks. -4, destroyed all tapped non-land permanents. That sounds absolutely insane. Destroy all tapped non-land permanents. Oh, it's like a weird board wipe for artifacts and creatures. So maybe not the worst thing in the world. And not to mention, remember, it's very hard to get these things in play. Very, very... You gotta be playing Olga Kindred here to make it work. All right, I approve of this thing. Bingo, anime card. All right, you got it. You got it. Where's our anime card? Anime card spotted. I completely agree. Back to the freebie section. The super freebie section. This is Brayden, Lord of the Arena. It's a 3-mana 3/3 human warrior. It's got first strike and it's got trample. It's a look at it card. Apparently, it has an ability called Watch Me. Other creatures you control have Exalted and Defender. Wow! I don't know how do we reward this thing even more? What do I want to say about this? Look at it is an actual mechanic, and it actually makes some sense here. Like, okay, the only way Exalted works is if you're attacking with a singular creature, which means all the other creatures are looking at you. They're watching you. Oh, is it a Hearthstone card? Can't even cast it? You can totally cast this. Or are you talking about the Olga card? You can totally cast this card, that's for sure. That is a Poggers card. It's a very flavorful card. Someone made look at it an actual mechanic that works. It should have been look at it. The AI mechanic. All right, then. Show is starting off on a good foot. Next up, we're going to take a look at Bacon Catbug. Underworld Fishing. And by the way, you want to be part of the show, you can always... Whoops, too close. You can always look in the description for instruction how to join my Discord. Donate me money. Let me know the name of your card. Not just the name, you have to title it properly. I'll look it up and you can be part of the show. Just like Bacon Catbug right now. Underworld Fishing. So you go to hell, but you know what? There's always more fish in hell. It's a 3-mana enchantment. It's got Threshold. Oh my god. Mechanic I actually know about. At the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard, return a card at random from your graveyard to your hand. I like it. Do you know what's actually refreshing about reading this? You're using old mechanics. Most custom Magic the Gathering players, they want to make their own mechanics. But here I'm like, okay, I know what Threshold does. What are we making out of Threshold? Oh, we're bringing cards back from our graveyard constantly. In fact, we are fishing for them in the Underworld, which makes just as much sense. And we also have Delirium, another mechanic I understand. At the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, return a card at random from your graveyard to your hand. Oh, what is it for all of them? So if we have 7 cards, if 4 of them are different, and if we have Morbid, at the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, mill 2 cards, which feeds into your Threshold Delirium thing. I think it's a bit weird that you have both Delirium and Threshold. I have to admit that. Like, they're not that different. If you have Threshold online, there is like a, I don't know, if you build your deck properly, there's probably a 95% chance that, there's probably a 95% chance that you're going to get Delirium online. So they're basically the same thing, you know? Nikachu, you missed the joke in the Super Chat. I mean, you had a joke in the Super Chat? Where is the joke? Where's your yoke? Oh, you're yoking all along, were you? Hold on, what has it got? From Hades Nuts. I'm gonna be real with you. This joke is blowing right past my head. I don't know enough about Greek mythology. I have to consult my friend Andrew Day 2 Dryden. I'll give him the joke, and maybe he'll tell me. Maybe he'll tell me what it's about. He's also played Hades the game. If you have both Threshold and Delirium, you get 2 cards. Yeah, I know, but it's like you're going after just one of them though. So if you could have Threshold but not Delirium, then I guess if you have Threshold, you've pulled off both of them. Hades, D's what? Oh, hey, these nuts, Hades nuts. I guess that's the joke. All right, it's good. I like the card. This is a well-designed card. Back to the freebie section. Back to ooh, it's a tram. The Deutsche Bahn. It's a 2020 vehicle. Indestructible and trample. Just funny, I never see these things plow through anything, so I don't understand why it's a 2020. It also has suspend 10 for 1 generic mana. Rather than cast this card from your hand, pay 1 and exile it with 10 time counters on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, remove a time counter. We also crew for 1. So what's the catch here? So basically we have to suspend the card for 10 turns. Is this like some joke on like the construction of a tram in I guess in Germany or something? This has to be a joke that I'm missing here. Like it took a very, very long time to construct this thing. Anyway, it takes 10 turns to get in play. It's not even a particularly... I mean, it'll be fine. 2020 indestructible trample creature. I mean, it's okay. All right. It's good enough for me. Oh, maybe it's the train running. Like that could also be the joke around here. This is broken with Cascade. You still have to crew it. Oh, you could be right, actually. You know, okay. Good question. Good question. Is this broken with Cascade? It's crew 1. Oh, you might have something here. But you need another creature in play. So you do have to Cascade, and then you need to play a creature that costs at least 3 mana to crew this thing to win. But then you can't even kill the thing in response to it crewing. Do you know what? I'm actually inclined. I originally said that this card would be fine. The crew actually probably needs to be way higher. Way higher! So that, like, your average 3 to 4 mana card can't crew it easily. Yeah, okay, I take it back. A little too broken with Cascade. Get rid of it. Are we discussing the rules? Not really! I don't think we're discussing any nuances of the rules. In my opinion, Bloodrate Elf has haste too. Well, I mean, you don't need... The creature doesn't need to have Summoning Sickness to crew it. So, I mean, a Shardless Agent can crew this thing. And, like, it doesn't even have... It's gonna have Summoning Sickness anyway. Like, don't vehicles have Summoning Sickness? I'm pretty sure they have Summoning Sickness. Okay, next up, we're gonna take a look at... Oh, Megastera's back! Back for more, apparently. Hey, Nikachu! Thanks for your patience with my Olga cards. Oh, I hope you saw all of them. I have a card, just one, tonight, that that share cosmic truths. All right, we're going to back. It that shares cosmic truths. All right, Megastera is back. And back with more. Okay, this is a very Eldrazi-looking card. Because it is an Eldrazi. For 7 mana, it's a 5/5. When you cast this spell, exile target player's hand. As long as those cards remain exiled, they can be cast. They can be cast from exile. Cast the spell, exile target player's hand. Okay, so we're basically returning your exile zone into our hand now. Whenever a player casts a spell from exile or a permanent enters the battlefield, sorry, a permanent enters under their control from exile, they lose life equal that spell's or permanent's mana value. Oh, so this is actually a catch on you. This could work 2 ways. This could be a way of balancing out you playing somebody else's hand, which, by the way, is brutal. But it also works the other way in that if anyone is trying to... Like, take the red decks, for example. They're constantly playing cards from exile. Oh, exile the top 2 or 3 cards. You can play them until the end of your next turn. So that marginally screws them over from there. No, Pageman only counts when the donation gets claimed, which we'll do eventually. I don't think they do because they're artifacts, no. No, the artifacts... Oh, no, the artifact... Well, yeah, but the artifact turns into a creature, and the creature has Summoning Sickness. Like, even lands, for example, they'll... If you turn it into a creature immediately, the turn it comes into play, it has Summoning Sickness. Vehicles do have Summoning Sickness. Yes, that is correct. Okay, card unclear. It doesn't say who gets to cast the cards. It should say their owner may cast them. Oh, is that correct? Exile target player's hand. As long as those cards remain exiled, they can be cast from exile. Maybe everyone can cast them, huh? You think about that, Pageman? Basically, okay, yeah, actually, I understand. No, maybe that's how it's supposed to be, actually. You know what? I thought we get to cast the cards. Do you know what? I actually think that's how it works. It actually, I assume now that I'm rereading this, that it is the owner's the owner of those cards are the ones that are casting them, which because, like, hey, if we stole someone's entire hand, that's probably evil. Maybe a little too evil, even for Magic the Gathering. It should say any player may cast them. No, I have a feeling it's only the player who owns the card. Okay, Magister made the card. It's supposed to be the owner can cast them. All right. I actually think it's intuitive. Like, if I assume, for some reason, I wrongly assume that we're the ones casting the cards, but actually it makes a whole lot of sense that the opponent is casting them. And they're going to be taking damage for casting their own cards from exile. But you know what? That's the price we pay over here. All right, that shares the cosmic truths. I like it. I like the card. And I also like going back to the freebie section. We got the Geist glitch. We're glitching it up. A 2 mana sorcery. Exile target permanent you control, then return it to the battlefield under your control. Draw a card. It's sorcery, so it's blink. It's blink with upside. Oh man, you know what? Ever since the what's it called? Undying Evil got popular. Ephemerate. I'm getting very frustrated when I look at any blink cards. Now, to its credit, it's at sorcery speed, so it cannot be played in response to removal. It cannot be replayed in response to evoke creatures dying. So it's probably going to be fair. You know what? I think we can give it the thumbs up here. Gonna get messy with priority and instant speed spells. What, with the Geist glitch? No, I don't think it'll be messy at all. You're gonna try to blink something at sorcery speed, and you're gonna get blown out horribly. Horribly. Narumiha will like that. Well, probably. I think there's a lot of cards. I mean, random enters the battlefield card probably likes this. But finally, it's fair. Can you get landfall trigger with this card? Exile target permanent. Yes, that is correct. You would landfall. You could target your own land. I didn't think about that. You know what? Look at the possibilities are endless. Unlike Ephemerate, you can target your own lands. Get those extra landfall triggers, everybody. Get the what's it called? Get the 3rd level of Omnath, Locus of something. Nikachu, do you hear about the bracket changes in Commander? I heard of bracket changes. I honestly don't even know what the brackets are. I keep mixing up brackets 1 for 5. I think what bracket 5? Is bracket 5 the weakest or the strongest? Yeah, I can't even remember. So I heard there's big changes. Not that it applies to me, because I only play CEDH, something of its sort, when I play Magic. You know, technically it's not CEDH at all. Unlike most Blink, says Kano, you can permanently steal something if you temporarily stole it this way. Ah. Return to the battlefield under your control. That's right. I think there's a lot of Blink cards that says return to the battlefield under its owner's control. The owner, not the controller. So you can steal something, blink it, and you get to keep it for forever. It's keepsies. It's like creating your own contract. B5 is the strongest. Okay. See, for me, B1 should be the strongest because you're number 1. You're tier 1. They're flipping it over. I don't like it at all. Oh yeah, Ristic Study and Thoracle. They're probably on the chopping block. I don't know if Thoracle will get banned, but it sounds like it's the end. It sounds like they're testing the waters by releasing that. They're like completely testing the waters to see if they want to ban some stuff. All right, we got Bacon Cat Bug, Ugari Cap. Oguri Cap. Whatever the hell that is. Times Usamaru crossover. You only paid for one card. You may not know the rules now, Bacon Cat Bug, but $5 means one side. I'm gonna do the front side, and if you want to one day super chat the back side, you can go do that. I mean, you did say the Ugari Cap, because otherwise people are just it makes the show too damn long. See, if you want two sides, you have to pay for both of them. So Ugari Cap, we have a 5-mana 4/2 horse human. What? Did I read that right? I don't think those are two creature types that have ever been blended over each other. Okay, we have haste. When it enters, if she was cast, exile target non-land permanent you don't control. And for double energy, transform Ugari Cap. Activate only as a sorcerer. And activate transforming into what? Just gonna have to find out another time. Oh, I didn't know transformers were $10. Oh yeah, that's an old rule. Oh, people are abusing the crap out of that. There's like they would put we would get double-sided cards with just a huge wall of text. All right, I'm gonna be lenient on you because you didn't know, because you haven't been around for years, I think. Okay, the other side is the Ugari Cap, the Unleashed. It's a 7/5 horse human, haste trample. During your turn, Ugari Cap has indestructible. This looks like just a real card. Their support is my strength. There is no way I can lose like this. Yep, Nikachu, anime horse girls for you. That's a real thing, huh? The anime. I don't see the horse. Or am I not supposed to? I see anime girl. Maybe I can see a little bit in the background or something. You're welcome, Bacon Cat. Anything for you, Bacon Cat Bug. They are horse racing girls. Oh, they want first place, huh? Well, they're gonna have to earn it. Gotta beat all the little ponies out there. So when it's your turn, it's indestructible. I'm not even entirely sure what the lore is behind that, but I'm sure there is some lore. It does make sense that they have haste, though. They all need haste. Rice shower best. Okay. I don't need to know the lore of this damn thing. So it sounds like everyone in the comment section knows what's going on here. It's a crossover between Musami and Shadowverse. They make crossovers of everything these days. All right, back to the freebie section. Free me of the horsewomen. We got Valgavoth, Hope Manifest. This is a 9-mana 9/9 Elder Demon. Flying in Vigilance. Ward, gift 3 non-land permanents. What? How does that work? Gift 3 non-land permanents. How do you give that? Other TCG. Oh, you guys want to? Oh, you guys got a bingo, huh? Other TCG adaptations. Shadowverse. A game I've never played. Probably never will. But everyone loves it. Am I absorbing all the Shadowverse players? Yeah, it's like that's exactly how I was saying. I don't think that's how gift works. You have to gift something that you can give. It's like gift anything? And any non-land permanents? Alright, if a card you control would be put into your graveyard from anywhere, exiled instead. During your turn, you may play cards exiled with Valgavoth. If you cast a spell this way, gain life equal to its mana value. What did people say in the comment section about this? I don't think gift 3 non-land permanents strictly means anything, but I like the card. There we go. Well, it's unanimous. Doesn't work. Next. That was easy. We got something from the damn draws here. Entropic Atrocity. A lot of colorless cards today. People love them Eldrazzis. Okay, for triple colorless, 3 generic, we have a 4/3 Eldrazi. And for 2 mana, create a 0/1 Eldrazi sign creature token with sack this creature, add a colorless. Whenever a creature is sacrificed, put a charge counter on this creature, and Entropic Atrocity gains Annihilator 1 for each charge counter on it. Between this and some token doubler, doesn't it just go infinite? So you pay 2, you get 2. So you need a token doubler on the battlefield. You pay 2, you get 2 tokens, you sack both of them to reactivate this thing. So it's basically a 2-card combo. Sort of 2-card combo. And for each one of those creatures you sacrifice it, we put a charge counter on the Entropic Atrocity. And the next turn you can basically annihilate for 1 million. What other combos are there? There's gotta be 1 million. The activated ability to make the Scions not that high. It's very, very low. So even with if you infinite mana sink, token doubler goes infinite. But I guess that's okay. It doesn't technically win the game, right? It will. It's just it's like a awkward, no fun payoff for the other combos. Because no one likes to get annihilated out of the game. It's like you're in the game, but you're not really in the game. You watch the game from now on. It doesn't even have enough power to get the player to lose immediately. Delete target player's board. That is correct. Trent Sims, you got that right. We're deleting the player's board. The board becomes nothing. All right. The price is right though. It's like triple colorless, 3 generic. A lot of you do need to combo. Sorry, you have to put all the pieces of the puzzle together, and you can make it work. Freebie section. What is this? Opening Pandora's box. This is a 4 mana. It's a 4 mana saga. It's got a lot of chapters. Chapters 1 to 4. Target opponent creates a 0/0 black demon creature token with menace. Then put X +1/+1 counters on that creature, where X is the number of lore counters on this enchantment. And then for chapter 5, create hope. Really, I could use some hope right now. A legendary 10/10 white angel creature with vigilance. First strike, lifelink, ward. What the hell ward is that? It's got ward. You can pay 4 generic or double white and protection from black. Target opponent. So basically, what are we doing? We're giving our opponents an army. Put X +1 counters, where X is the number of lore counters. You could die to your own card, as far as I'm concerned. Shame we didn't get a Pandora's Box card for the God of War Secret Lair. Well, you know what, Trent Sims? There's always another secret lair. Look, we keep going back to Middle-earth and New York City. We could go back to the God of War. I don't really have anything against this card, actually. I mean, you spend the first 4 turns helping your opponents. You might die before you reach Chapter 5. It doesn't even have read ahead. Without read ahead, I mean, this seems fine to me. Target opponent, gift in commander, basically. Married with Children, Universes Beyond. Oh God, I've never even watched that show. It's for like an age demographic older than me. Theros will probably do this. Yeah, eventually. Maybe a political card? What if, I mean, yeah, you could buff somebody else up. I'm just telling you, it might bite you in the end. It might bite you in the end. The demons die before the counters hit. Oh, that's a good point. Target opponent creates a 0/0 black demon creature token. Then, oh, it says then. That it should say that comes into play with X +1/+1 counters, where X is the number of lore counters on this enchantment. That's what it should. That's what it should say. It's interesting. So you give them a 1/1, a 2/2, a 3/3, a 4/4. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. The creature just dies. Well, I think it dies. Then it's all in one big block of sentences. Does it die or not? I actually don't know. It's not like it's not 2 separate sentences. It's all in one block. But I am not a master of wording these things properly. I sure as hell should not be allowed to make customs I make when you make the war crimes. Is it too late to get a freebie? It's too early to get a freebie. It's too early. You probably have to wait another 2 hours, Anna. But if you stick around long enough, you could get that freebie. It survives. I would like to trust Dimitri, but Dimitri pushes the boundaries of the rules. Is this discussing? It is discussing the rules. Although no one can give me an answer to this damn thing. Does it live or not? I will give 100 good karma, which is something that is completely invisible to anyone that can answer this question properly. You resolve the ability completely. All right, that's good enough for me. I think this is nothing illegal, so we're going to keep it around. Next super chat we've got from... We have one more small one from the Damdras. The embodiment of the Maelstrom. I'm so confused. This Windows 11 setup is... I like Windows 11 a lot from what little I'm using. But, you know, it's a little new for me, you know, new stuff. I don't know how long Windows 11 has been around, but I tried my hardest to not upgrade to the damn thing. I regret it. Okay, Embodiment of the Maelstrom. This is an Alara Planeswalker land. Another Planeswalker land? Did you make a Planeswalker land last time? Or did you get inspired by AI? I swear, something made a Planeswalker land in a while, just recently. Okay, the land enters tapped, +1. This card gains tap, add white, blue, black, red, or green. Put a stun counter on this land. Then -X, this card gains tap. The next X spells you cast this turn have Cascade. What? What? The next X spells have Cascade until end of turn? So you can just play this very late in the game, just go -1, and like randomly any of your cards have Cascade. I think this is insane. I think this is insane. Like, this is just not a land you play early. This is just a land you play late to give you a free card. I did, but they weren't formatted correctly. Are they formatted correctly now? I think it's broken. I honestly think it's broken. This is... Yeah, it danger. Yeah, it danger. I mean, it's such insane value You just play anything and play a second card, and then you have like there's probably 2 threats on the battlefield that you have to deal with now, which makes it even harder to deal with the land. And then and then on the next turn, you could go -1 again, throw away your land, and get another 2 for 1. You still have to wait a turn because it enters tapped. Oh, you know what? You got a point there. You got a point there. I keep forgetting. Yeah, I missed the tapped part and the land enters tapped. This is still strong. This is still very, very, very strong. Can we cheat this and play anyway? No, we can't. It's just a regular Alara land. Can't be tapped the first turn and can be attacked by the opponent. Isn't a self strip mine. Let me think. Well, I don't know if Amulet of Vigor would break it, but it's still really, really strong. The next X spells you cast this turn have Cascade. Even if it came out late, I'd be very paranoid. This is the type of card where, okay, you could set up the first few turns, do nothing, and then by turn 5, you play the Embodiment of the Maelstrom, protect it, and then on the next turn, just have, like, just unbelievable value. Unbelievable. You can still go +1, right? I'm pretty sure you can still go +1. So you can play it, go +1, it goes to +3, and then you go -3 next turn and just play a bunch of spells and then like overwhelm your opponent. I can't. I think, I don't know if this balances out. It had to have like no Cascade involved at all. This is crazy. It's crazy. I think it's crazy. Okay. It is time to thank our sponsors, because we love our sponsors. Also keeps the electricity running. FusionGamingOnline.com, my favorite place to buy Magic the Gathering cards. Also, apparently, board games. Deal of the week this week, 20% off all board games. But I love using Fusion Gaming Online to buy singles and sealed product. Where it'd be Marvel Spider-Man, Edge of Eternity singles, and Final Fantasy singles. Or Lord of the Rings. Gotta get them stern scoldings, people. Not to mention Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's coming out hot. But you know what's even hotter than that? When you use coupon code Nikachu at checkout, because you get 5% off all your purchases, and it supports the channel. We're also going to thank Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards online. Of course, you custom card players, you love to be creative, right? Well, unlock your creativity when you're playing on Magic Online play all formats. Play Standard, play Pioneer, play Legacy, play Modern. If any of the formats suck, you just go play another format because you're renting the cards. You send them back, play another format. You can support the channel using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or save 40% cash back on your 3rd month subscription using coupon code Nikachu_EFC. And now back to our custom card craziness. It's crazy here in custom card world. It does give it a +1 does give it a stun counter. Put a stun counter on this land until end of turn. That's fine. Oh, I see. So what the idea is, oh, this card gains. That is weird. Okay, then it would just enter tapped. I would do nothing and just wait the next turn to go -X. To be honest, it's a pretty crappy land if that +1 works like that. I could be wrong to damn draws. Maybe this card is more fair than it looks, but I doubt it. You're playing with fire here, the damn draws. You get the stun only if you tap it for mana. Oh, then it is as bad as that. It is as dangerous as. Oh yeah, that's right. So you go +1 and you just don't use it, so it still goes to 3. Yeah, correct. Correct. Okay, more super chats. We're going straight into the super chats. We have millions of super chats to get through. We have, starting with Elixir. Thank you very much, Elixir. What do you got for Extraordinary Fireworks and Curse of Overkill? 2 busted cards to say goodbye to this fantastic show. Work schedule changes from November make it impossible for me to continue participating. I'll tell you what, Elixir. It's possible the timing of this show might change. But I don't know. I can't guarantee anything. Extraordinary Fireworks. Or I have to change. I don't know. I have to give additional ways of letting people donate for the show. Extraordinary Fireworks. This is a 3-mana instant. Reveal the top 2 cards of your library. If you do, Extraordinary Fireworks deals damage to any target equal to the difference between their mana values. So wait, you're gonna like the difference. So you can have like 20 minus 0. Make sure an Ornithopter's on top. Then you draw 2 cards. Reveal the top two cards of your library. Oh, and then you're gonna draw them after that. I think that works. Yeah, I'm just thinking like Ugin plus like sorry, not Ulamog. Ulamog plus Ornithopter. There's not plus, it's minus Ornithopter, which is so it's 10 minus 0, deal 10 damage. That seems like it works. And then you just draw 2 cards. But you have to manipulate the top of your deck in order to make this thing useful. And of course, you don't want to be playing this with too many chunky cards. Is this too strong? Hold on. Is this just insane? It's just a 3-mana draw 2 plus some random damage. And it's instant speed. It's a cool card. Reminds me of that mono 2 mana black duelist. Actually, you know what? This could be just like a different variation of what Flame of Anor, which is honestly already a card. Deals 5 damage to a creature and draw 2 cards. Very similar. Dimitri says, honestly, you could possibly just do half-hour custom shows each day where donors will transfer over to the next show and there's no freebies. Oh, that sounds insane. That sounds very hard to keep track of, Dimitri. Very, very hard to keep track of. You know what? I agree. Now I realize this is like the same as Flame of Anor. This is fine. Okay, next up. We've got... What was the other card? There's a second card here. Curse of Overkill. Well, thank you very much, Elixir. I hope we still see you around once in a while. I hope we still see you around. Curse of Overkill is a 6 mana. It's an aura, and it's a curse. It enchants players. If a source would deal excess damage to a creature or player, it deals that much damage to enchanted player instead. Oh, interesting. So basically, it gives everything trample. So everything has. Is that worded properly? The source would deal excess damage to a creature or planeswalker. It deals that much damage to enchanted player instead. Damage dealt to a creature greater than what it would be lethal, or damage dealt to a planeswalker greater than its loyalty is excess. Okay. Okay. I think this works. Basically, everything has trample against you. Oh, hence why it is the curse of the overkill. Everything is overkill. And everything overkill is a curse to you. So if it always hits enchanted player, even if they don't control those permanents. Oh! Source would deal excess damage to a creature. It deals... Oh, so everything. That's crazy. That's absolutely nuts. So 6 mana, give your stuff trample sounds... But it's not only that. It's like, just as someone said, so if I attack player A and there's excess damage from the block... If a source would deal excess damage to a creature or planeswalker, it sounds like... Yeah, if anything got blocked, the excess damage goes to you anyway. This is just weird on a flavor standpoint. Their own attack... Oh yeah, their own attackers can kill them. So you attack with something, you block, then the damage still goes right back to you. It's crazy. All right. Fascinating. Fascinating card. Very original. Next, we got Super Chat from Trent Sims. Thank you very much, Trent Sims. More PlayStation icons today with Ratchet Gone Commando and Clank Iron Ally. Thanks for putting them together. We got Ratchet. Ratchet it up. I am not familiar with this game. 5 mana for a 4/4 Lombax Soldier. Partner with Clank Iron Ally. Vigilance Menace. Each non-creature, non-equipment artifact is an equipment. Oh, so basically everything becomes a weapon. With Equip X, an equipped creature gets +X+0, where X is that artifact's Converted mana cost. So the bigger the artifact, the bigger the damage. Ratchet gets +1/+1 for each equipment attached to it. And who's your little ally over here? Apparently it's Clank Iron Ally. The 3 mana 0/2 equipment robot. Partner with Ratchet. Flying. Uh-oh. Flying is always dangerous. Flying, ward 1, and Clank an equipped creature gets +1/+0 for each artifact you control. Good God. Equipped creature has flying and ward 1, reconfigure for 3. Okay, so this card, I understand this completely. Not particularly super dangerous. It's probably a good card, not super dangerous. I have no idea how to evaluate this card. And also, you made this the cheaper card. This is 3 mana. 3 mana for a flyer. Equipped creature has flying and ward 1. It's got reconfigure 2. Clank, an equipped creature gets +1/+0 for each artifact you control. So this is like a cranial plating on a partner. It's doing a lot. Gone Commando is peak. The paid cards are smaller now. No, I don't know why some cards are smaller or bigger. Some cards are big. Look at this one. This one's probably gonna be big. You see, this one's big. This one's small. I have no clue from everyone else's side. I guess it depends on what site you use to make the custom cards. Some have higher resolution, some have smaller. Some are posting from desktop, some are posting from their phone. It's more like a construct. No, if it was a construct, then it gets +1/+1 for each artifact. But this is +1/+0, so this is more cranial plating, like, at least from my perspective. Okay, the first side is good. I'm gonna hope the second side is fine. I'm gonna hope hard. I'm gonna be dead wrong about this. At least the equipped creature does not appear to get flying. Clank an equipped creature gets +1/+0 for each artifact you control. So the flying and ward, the flying part is, oh no, it does. Equipped creature has flying in ward 1. Oh my God. But it does cost a lot of colored mana to cast. Okay, I don't know about this second one. I just don't know. Maybe it's like, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. It could be a danger. It could be just jank. You'd have to put it into, you'd have to put it straight into the playtesting. The cards I make are 384 by 1372. I have no idea. I don't know that world. I don't make cards. I rate them. Mana equip costs seem high enough. I guess it's okay. But I'm not sure. I'm gonna be very, I'm gonna be careful. Steve Cooper! You got one called Mana New, and you have a bunch of donations, which we'll get to at the end of the show. Let's look at Mana New, though. What does the SC stand for? Okay, we have double Cultists, an instant. Choose one. Where X is the amount of unspent colorless mana in your mana pool. Oh, I didn't realize you didn't have a colorless version of your series. I didn't realize that at all. Okay, choose one where X is the amount of unspent colorless mana in your mana pool. Up to X, target non-basic lands produce colorless instead of any other type of mana until end of turn. Then all mana in mana pools become colorless. Up to X, target creatures gain devoid until end of turn. Does this do anything? Up to X. The unspent colorless mana in your mana pool. Up to X, target non-basic lands produce colorless until end, but it's only until end of turn. Up to X, target creatures gain devoid until end of turn. Okay. This is like the easiest pass ever. I don't even know if this card really even does anything. In case they float the mana in response as resolving, use it or kind of... I think these use it or lose it cards are not that particularly effective. I mean, like, even if you force them to, like, sort of tap out, I don't even know if the X is even that important. They could have a lot of mana available, right? How much floating mana are you going to have? It definitely does stuff. It creates arguments about layers with judges. You mean this card? Okay, I have to give this a pass. I think this is... I have no idea how you're going to use this to your advantage. Like, it's like a crappy silence. And it's not... You probably only get to nail, like, some people's lands, and that's about it. And then... Up to X target non-basic lands produce colorless instead of any other type until end of turn. Then all mana... Yeah, you only... And then all mana pools become colorless. Yeah, so, like, you're only going to basically temporarily stifle a few non-basic lands on the battlefield, and then they're like, there's... What about everyone else at the table? It's like it didn't even do anything. You have to float colorless mana, though. No, but I mean, like, only for X target lands. Okay, how much floating mana do we have? 4? Let's say there's 16 untapped lands on the battlefield. Okay, you hit 4 lands. That's it. You can just sort of disable one person. Maybe. Alright, next. Oh, shoot. Did I get rid of that super chat? What was Steve Cooper's super chat before I get any further? What did it say? It said things and stuff. There was a lot of instructions. One of them was... It's from the beginning. Dono for Pedgeman and a dono to chat. All right, I have to remember that. So dono to Pedgeman and dono to chat. Okay, is Pedgeman here? Oh, I usually do this at the end, but we can do it. We can do it now, so I don't forget. We're gonna do a dono. And Anna, are you here? Anna always wants one. Pedgeman, where are you? What do you want? What do you want, Pedgeman? You're getting your super chat. Yes, you heard dono. You get ready too, Anna. You give me your card. Okay, Pedgeman. Usually I keep track of the super chats. I accidentally deleted Steve Cooper's thing in my queue. Utsuho, Nuclear Menace. Oh, we have more animated cards. This is so sick. I have no idea how you do this. This would make the show so much cooler. I don't mean to put pressure on everyone. The show would be so much cooler if everyone did this. I have no idea how he does this. Okay, we have 5 mana for a 3/5 Bird Demon, Flying Haste. Whenever Utsuho is dealt damage, put that many critical mass counters on your Utsuho. When Utsuho dies, she deals X damage to each player and permanent, where X is the number of critical mass counters on her. If X is 20 or more, exile all non-land permanents. This is a big wipe the board card. So it's like, okay, if I die, if I have this many counters, she deals, when she dies, she deals X damage to each player and permanent, where X is the number of critical mass counters. But if it's 20 or more, we just exile everything, screw everything. Armageddon on a card. And it's Flying in Haste. Dealt damage. I don't know how often she's gonna be dealt damage. We have a Caution Kaboom. I like that a lot. How do you do these? Look at the right GIF. Yeah, basically. That's basically how it is. She must have such a temper that she blows up. What do I want to compare her to? I'm gonna compare it. Oh, is this an actual video? Is that how you do it? Here, I can see the video at the bottom. These aren't actually pictures being posted. I thought it was like a giant GIF or something. No, you can keep your secrets. All right, next up, Anna. Cole McGrath. Oh, and there's also a dono for Pedgeman. Let's not forget the dono to Pedgeman. And was there a dono to chat on here too? There's a dono to chat. Okay, Cole McGrath, Prime Conduit. We have a 4-mana 3/3 human conduit, reach haste. Whenever Cole deals combat damage to a player, you may cast target instant or sorcery card with mana value X or less from your graveyard, where X is the amount of damage dealt. If that spell would be put into your graveyard, exile it instead. Sadly, her animation is too long to fit in a GIF of a reasonable size. You have to speed it up, Hedgeman. What did she blow up on the card? Deal combat damage to player. You can cast target instant or sorcery card, a mana value X or less from your graveyard, where X is the amount of damage dealt. So this is like a weird Snapcaster Mage, but because it has haste, it's very easy to pull off. So you're probably going to get at least some value. No guarantees, especially since, well, there's like almost no evasion to this card. Spell would be put in your graveyard, exile instead. This is a type of card where if you're behind, it sucks. If you're ahead, I mean, your opponents are just dead. Because like you're just going to accumulate so much value every single turn. It's almost like a chunkier version of what is that? There's a 2-mana 1/3 where you can cast cards equal to its power. It's a very similar type of card. The Dreadhorde Arcanist, is that what it's called? The Dreadhorde Arcanist? Ha! Robert, you're too late! That was years ago. You gotta mention these bingos within at least 2 cards. At least 2 cards. It's a hidden rule I'm making up right now. Yeah, it's basically it's Big Daddy Dreadhorde Arcanist. Even though I bet the Dreadhorde Arcanist is bigger than this guy in actual real life. I think this card works. I also think Hedgeman's card also works. Very, very nice donated cards. Next up, we go Little MX Dune, Command from Beyond, and the Crystal Nova. There's too many Command from cards. There was no picture here. Or is that why it's the Beyond? It's like, it's that part of a game where you clip through the wall and then there's nothing. There's just nothing. There's no texture. It's either all pure darkness or all pure white. That's what happens if you clip through the walls of a game. Okay, we have, it's 2 mana. It's an instant. It's got web slinging. Choose 2. Earthbend 2. I don't even know what that means. We have Earthbend 2. The ring tempts you. I do know of that mechanic. I don't know what it does if you put a gun to my head. Time travel. I do know what that is. And then each player gets 2 rad counters. I know what that is. Even if the words are incomprehensible, they still hold power. What is Earthbend 2? Yeah, it doesn't cost a blue-black. Oh, what, for Universes Beyond? It's all Universes Beyond stuff? It's Command from Beyond because it's only Universes Beyond mechanics. Well, would you look at that? Even if 2 words are incomprehensible, they still hold power. Where was Earthbend 2 from? Yeah, flavor text 100% correct about the obscure magic mechanics. Okay, yeah, the ring tempts you was Lord of the Rings. Time travel was Doctor Who. And the rad counters was... I know what that thing is, but I don't remember what it the rad counters. I've got the cards in my head, I just don't know what the name is. Oh, Earthbend is from Avatar? So that's not even out yet. Fallout, that's what it is, Fallout. I have the picture of the Coke in my head and all the robots and the dystopian world, but I don't play Fallout. Earthbend 2 turns a land into a 0/0, then put 2 +1/+1 counters on. Thank you very much, Snowy Nako. I love it. Love your name. Love the avatar, too. Alright, well... Okay, now I have to think, is this good or not? What's with the web slinging of a 1? That's a weird thing to throw onto it, too. Time travel, so you can time travel, so we can travel through time with our suspends. The rad counters, the ring tempts you. This card, honestly, I think the card sucks. I don't think it's very powerful, therefore it passes. We also have Crystal Nova. We have a 5-mana sorcery with Rebound. Destroy all creatures. If this spell was cast from exile, each creature gets -2/2 until end of turn. Is that like to pick off the indestructible creatures that didn't die to the first destruction of creatures? So it gets rebounded. Which means it will go... So you cast this card. It goes into exile because of rebound. So you get it next turn. You destroy all the creatures again. Cast from exile each creature. I think that's the... Like, I don't know any other way... Or I guess it also hits regenerating creatures. Try rebuilding a board after my board wipe. Yeah, basically. I don't know any other purpose for the -2/-2. Seems like a really niche thing. Also, not to mention, you're like, most indestructible creatures, they're pretty big. They're bigger than 2/2s. They're usually like 6/6 or 5/5s or, you know, 10/10s. Bingo alert, new creature type for Cole McGrath, the conduit. New creature type. Where is the damn thing? There it is. Ooh, we're on our way. We have a diagonal going one way. We got something going on around vertically over here as well. Thank you very much, Kano. It was instead for the rebound. Oh, my lordy. If this creature was cast from that... Oh, we hit the instead. Oh, reading the card. Explain. Oh, do we have the Nikachu can't read? Oops. I definitely didn't read that one. All right, I didn't read that one. Calling myself out on my own show. All right. It's very appropriate. My dono's gonna 100% gonna hit super specific. Probably. Snow is very excited for Avatar. I've already got a top first metal bender deck all built. You know what? I just want them to put them... Is there magic in Avatar? I think the difference between the sets working and not working is if there's magic. Is there any magic to Spider-Man? Well, not really. Is there magic to Lord of the Rings? Plenty. And that's why it worked. Next up, we've got... what the hell is this? Double 10 gifted for Pedgeman. You only have $20. Look, don't make me point to the damn thing. $5 per card. 2-card limit. You're going over here. And 10 for Pedgeman. 10 for you. Disappointment and Dungeon Sphinx. All right, let's take a look at your super chats. And we'll give Pedgeman some donos later. So what do you want? You want disappoint? Disappoint. Thank you very much, Big Mike. It's some sort of lotus here. Okay, 0 mana instant. Counter target permanent spell with mana cost 0. Oh! This... Oh! It's like... what's it called? It's like... Not Gitaxian Probe. What's the 1 mana the 1 mana Phyrexian counter target spell that costs 1 mana? What's that called? Mental Misstep. That's what it was. It was Mental Misstep. The artwork explains the card. Yeah, we're gonna counter lotuses with our own 0 mana counter. Yeah, I was thinking of Mental Misstep. So basically, it's the Mental Misstep of 0 mana cards. I actually completely approve of this card. I don't think it's broken. I also don't think it's not so generic. There's not so many decks that have 0 mana cards. There's like some free cards in some decks, and then some decks highly rely on them. But for the most part, people are not playing 0 mana. Counter target permanent spell. That's weird. Yeah, it has to be a spell, so you can't counter the lands, which is good because you're not allowed to counter lands anyway. I think this card works. Ironic how your grand ambitions can be stifled by such a simple word. No. Yeah, likely fine. 0-cost spells are very rare to see in most formats. That is an absolute lie. Every format has 0 mana spells. Maybe with the exception of Standard and Pioneer, and then everything else is just loaded with 0 mana cards. Just absolutely loaded. Commander is still loaded. Modern, Legacy, Vintage is loaded. Okay, even the 0 mana spells like Pauper even has like Lotus Petal, Lotus Petal, Ornithopter, Memnite, You want me to rattle them all off? Lion's Eye Diamond. What else is there? Chromox. Chromox. What is the other one? The land one. There's a lot. And then if you go to vintage, I mean, this card would probably end up getting restricted because it hits Black Lotus, Sapphire, all the Moxons and stuff. Some no counter target spells. The problem is when they cast the card like Walking Ballista, the casting cost, the mana value is going to be equal to whatever they spent on it when they cast it. If they play Walking Ballista for 0 or Hangerback Walker for 0, then I mean it will just die instantly, so you don't even need to counter it. My opponent, in my opinion, it should say if no mana was spent to cast it rather than 0, then it would be useful. I think it's still useful. Like, it still works. It still works. I think it still works. I think there's a lot of I think it's still a little niche, but I still think it works. All right, look, good talk. Good talk. What was the second card? From Big Mike, Dungeon Sphinx. Should get another super chat sound effect for that. We have Shahrazad on the show twice in one day. How the hell did that happen? This is a 5-mana 3/4 Sphinx with Shahrazad home. What? When this creature is not being controlled within a Magic sub-game, sacrifice it. Shahrazad walk. This creature can't be blocked as long as defending player is in a Magic sub-game. Tap. Target player reveals the top card of their library. If that card is named Shahrazad, the player puts it into their hand. If it isn't, the player puts it into their graveyard. So basically, it's digging for Shahrazad, and is a very useful creature in those sub-games. I have to say, this card is very expensive for that sub-game. As prophesized, bingo, outrageously specific. It doesn't get any more specific than that, I guess. Super, super specific. Shahrazad home. I didn't know Shahrazad home was on my bingo card for 2025. This card sucks. Donkey epidermis. That sounds disgusting. Needs Shahrazad Death Touch. Oh, well, yeah, there's all these there's so much space you can put in the template. I think the space was utilized properly here. Bingo alert custom keyword. Get out of here. Like a lot of custom stuff here. Very, very, very custom. Super custom, in fact. Okay, I have nothing else to say about this card. I'm gonna say it's fine because it actually is garbage. I mean, you can't play it anywhere. You can put it in your deck. It won't do anything for the most part. Can you actually cast this card when the creature is not being controlled? Then you have to sacrifice it. All right, so it can't exist in any capacity. There's every format has Shahrazad banned for the most part. I dig the old card plus the new card treatment. I like the new card treatment actually. I think it looks great. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. 100% it's incredibly bad. It just exists for the meme. Yes, it's meme away. Meme away, chat. All right, next you don't worry, Pedgeman, you're gonna get them donos, but at the end of the show, you're gonna have to wait in line. Okay, next up, we're gonna go to Robert. Yoshi, the unlikely of the heroes. Just as Nintended? The hell? Good God. This is like some sort of weird... Also, another dono to Pedgeman? What the hell is going on here? Pedgeman, you're getting like 1 billion dono. Pedgeman, sometimes you complain you don't get any donos. And today you're getting a freaking million of them. All right, for 5 mana, we have a 2/4 dinosaur. It's got tongue. Yeah, that has no innuendo to it at all. When Yoshi, the unlikely hero, attacks, exile target creature defending player controls with toughness less than Yoshi, the unlikely hero's power. Based on the color of that creature, Yoshi gains the following ability. By the way, I have to, before we get any further, this art is incredibly cursed. This is an incredibly cursed art. And it's not even supposed to be a shell on his back. Isn't it supposed to be a saddle? There is no shell on Yoshi's back. This Yoshi reminds me... Yeah, exactly. Yes! Yes! This Yoshi reminds me of the Goombas from the 90s Mario action, live action movie. We have to get that. Goombas original Mario movie. I gotta watch that movie. See if it aged well at all. Or how different it is as an adult. Oh, this thing is hideous. Hold on, I got it. Where'd it go? There it is. There it is. It's terrible. Did it take my bingo card away? Where'd my bingo card go? It stole my bingo card. Windows 11, what have you done? So what, I can't snip it two things at once? Can I control Z? I want to go back. What happened to it? What happened to my bingo card? I lost the bingo card, chat. Control Z is doing nothing. It's doing nothing. It got commandeered. There's two of them. Please let this be a joke. Okay, if I click this off, wait, it's gone. It's gone. Hold on. Okay, well, we're gonna have to recreate it. We got I think it was this one. I think it was this bingo card. So what, I can't screenshot stuff? That's awful. Okay, I have to find something in the settings. Oops. Stop doing things, Windows 11. Stop doing things. I'm still learning you. Okay, we had this custom keyword. I can't read. Dono for chat. Dono to Pedgeman. There was new creature type. Super specific. Anime card. TCG adaption. I think that's it. Okay, I think I recreated this. I gotta be careful. I can't snippet more things. That sucks. Discussing the rules. Did we discuss the rules? Oh yeah, we did discuss the rules. We did discuss the rules. All right, good on everyone. Curse you, Windows 11. It's probably some like in Windows 10. I could have as many of these stupid windows open as I want, and then when I took another picture, it like commandeered the damn thing. It got rid of the old one. That's stupid. Does this count as wordy? Well, let's get back to it. It's not good. I'll admit that. Okay, if it is white, which it is, Yoshi gains indestructible. Sorry, we should reread the whole thing again. Tongue! When Yoshi, the unlikely hero, attacks, exile target creature defending player controls with toughness less than Yoshi, the unlikely hero's power. Based on the color of that creature, Yoshi gains the following ability. Ah, just like you like suck up the Koopas and then gain the abilities of the Koopas. Now, if it's white, Yoshi gains indestructible. If it's blue, flying. If it's black, menace. If it's red, first strike. If it's green, trample. If it is colorless, annihilator 1. Creatures exiled with this ability are returned to the battlefield tapped under defending player's control at end of combat. Oh, so we're definitely spitting it out immediately? Okay, that's fine. What is this? LOL, we did this bingo card already? Huh? What are you talking about? They should be returned as eggs? No, well, think of a different game. This is Super Mario World. I know what game they're talking about. Because in Super Mario World, if you like sucked up a blue Koopa, then you could fly, for example. I believe if you sucked up a green Koopa, you got nothing. If you suck up the red Koopa, you had fire. You could spit out once for fire. Was that it? I think that was it. Bingo, good flavor? Sort of. I guess so. It's a there was other flavor wins. Word. What am I doing? Clicking the wrong things. I'm not used to this orientation. What did I open? Open Copilot? No, I don't want you Copilot. You can co-off at the moment. Where's the flavor? Flavor win! Redoing the bingo card hits the we did this already. No, that does not count. It's supposed to count for the cards. Yeah, it's in some capacity. You are right. We did this already for the bingo card itself. Funny stuff. Okay, I think this card's fine. It's wordy as hell. I don't like reading it. It gives me a headache. But the card is not like overpowered or over. How do we put it? Yeah, it's not overpowered. Next up, we've got Kano with Hades, Master Underworld, and the Pain. Huh? Did we do the Hades? Or is this another Hades card? Hades, Master of the Underworld. What's with all the Hades cards? I was like, did we do this one already? No, apparently not. Okay, 6 mana for a 4/4 god. Did like a Hades show come out? Yet another Hades reference. This can't be coincidence. It's got to be something big going on with Hades right now. All right, 6 mana 4/4 god, Menace Death Touch. As a creature card leaves a graveyard, you may sacrifice 2 treasure tokens. If you do, put Hades from exile or your command zone to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. What does a finality counter matter to a god? Oh, that's a commander. Whenever a creature enters, if it entered from a graveyard or was cast from a graveyard, create a treasure token, then it fights Hades. If you do, put Hades from the exile on your command zone. I don't get it. Why put the finality counter on it? Hades 2 just got released recently. Oh, does this show up? Is this like is this like a part of the, is like a video from the game? It's a game, not a show. Looks like a show. I look at that thing. That looks like a show. Does it feel like a show when you play the game? Finality counter ensures it returns to exile upon death. Does it? Like, does it? I thought in Commander, you have, like, if a commander would go anywhere, you have the choice to then just put in the command zone. Like, I just assumed that, like, trumped anything. Nothing beats, like, the command zone rule. I mean, I could be totally wrong. Bryce says, I wish there was a way I could record a smell. Something around here smells amazing and reminds. What the hell? That was completely off. You can't choose to put Hades into the grave due to finality counter. But I don't want it in the grave. Don't I want it back in the command zone? The point of the ability is the point of the ability is to use it not in commander. Oh, okay, I see. Moving to the command zone is optional to the owner. That's what I thought. All right. Not broken. Which is a very low bar to clear these days. Next we have the pain gifter. Let's gift some pain. I want to gift some pain. Oh, it's right here. I'm an idiot. Why am I looking this thing up for no reason? Okay, 3 mana for a 2/2 human clown. Menace and haste. If this creature would deal combat damage to a player and it is the first combat phase of the turn, they untap Goad and put that many +1/+1 counters on this creature instead. When they do, after this combat phase, there is an additional combat phase. Okay, so I got that part. What is getting goaded? Combat damage player is the first combat phase of the turn. They may untap Goad and put that many plus counters on this creature instead. So, are we giving it away? Is that what I'm getting at? And we get to attack again? When they do after this... Yeah. This game needs more clowns. Well, they had a set for you not too long ago. Wasn't it Unfinity? With all the attractions? You goad the pain gifter so it attacks someone else and pass. Yeah, pass. We pass on the pain! Everyone gets some pain around here. All right. Okay, that's why. Oh, that's why we're gifting the pain. And it has. They're juggling a bunch of knives. Here, you want to see? You want to see a magic trick? Oh, whoops! I made a mistake. Sorry about that. That's on me, buddy. I'd go to the hospital if I were you. The clown reminds me of Shaco from League of Legends. I don't know who Shaco is. I honestly don't know that many characters from League of Legends outside of Arcane, the movie. There are plenty of clowns in MTG. Look at all those scalpers. Oh, what a burn! It seems more interested in gifting pain to itself, though. Well, you gotta learn. You know, you have to. The pain gifter understood that you shouldn't give anything to anyone. Don't do anything to anybody that you wouldn't do to yourself. All right, we got 4 Paths of Life with more gate stuff. Let's take a look at the gates, because why not? Is it a gate card? 2 mana 0/3 Defender Hexproof. Astute Gatekeeper gains +1/+1. For each differently named gate you control. And for a white, search your library for a gate card, add it to your hand, then shuffle. Activate only once each turn, and only as a sorcery. This is interesting, actually. I really like this card. So, overall, it's pretty weak. Like, it's a pretty weak card. But what it does do is it guarantees that you have a land drop every single turn. I want to say this is like a more modern version of Thawing Glaciers, if anyone knows what that card is, where you put this land into play tapped, and then you untap, and then you can use that land. You return the land back to your hand, and you dug lands out of your deck and put them on the battlefield. Now this card's not nearly as punishing. You just have to pay 1 white, and you just get a land from your deck, and you can play it for the turn. Every Maze's End deck will run this. Well, let them. If it's an auto include, sure. Is Maze's End any relevant portion of the meta? I think the answer is no. I think absolutely not. Why is the bingo card even a screenshot? So that I can mark it up. That's why. If you have another plan for making this work, let me know. It's like, I don't know, it's like, I guess I can edit in Paint as well. But I like this. This is easy. And I can change the... Look at this. I can change the colors. When we get a bingo... Ooh, we're really close to that bingo. We're getting super close to that bingo. I can change all the colors, so... I like this tool. Snipping tool. Click on 3 dots. Settings. Enable multiple windows. Oh! Settings. Oh, God. Multiple windows! No! 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 That's not how I wanted that to end. That's not how I wanted that to end. All right, we're going back. We're going back, Coffee Crew. We're going back to bingo. As if this was a set. All right, let's do this again. That's hilarious. Tried to get out of the settings. Yeah, now I know, though. Yeah, I'll never make that mistake again. That's actually not true. I will make that mistake for the millionth time. What does this mean? It looks like I'm getting saluted. Check if it's in the history. Why would it? Okay, we got super specific, new creature type. This is the worst. Dono for chat. We had, no, we did not have Learn Grammar. Flavor Win, Dono to Pegman, Discussing the Rules, Anime Card, Custom Keyword, I can't read, Other TCG adaptation. All right, that's it. I think that's it. We're back. We're back. Yeah, I can use 2 windows now. Let's experiment. Where's those Goombas? Mario, movie, Goomba. Let's get those Goombas again. This better work. Like, I hope it wasn't a thing where I had to save the settings. I'm glad you know the snipping tool very well. I don't. There we go! Aha! And I can close it, and we still have the original window. It's perfect. Why they wouldn't give me that thing in the first place, I don't know. Yeah, save the changes first. Bingo, we did this already for the 3rd time. Nikachu making mistakes on bingo. I'm surefire selves. No, am I missing anything? Just like, am I missing anything? Whoops, where am I going? I think I got everything. 5 times we did this already. Wordy card, 5 words name. Card doesn't work. Learn grammar. No. Well, the show will be 2 hours soon if I keep closing the freaking bingo card. Okay, this card is cool. I actually think this card is very cool. I think a lot. It is actually possible that more than just Gates decks would play this card. It's in theory, other decks would want to play this card because they just like the mana advantage. You are guaranteed a land drop every single turn, but that only applies to decks that are going to go long. Yeah, and unfortunately, there is a problem with the Gates. The Gates sort of suck. They're sort of bad. Tech is weird that they turn on and off and on defaults. My phone wouldn't connect USB style to my computer. I'm learning a lot of things with this Windows 11. I'm living in the past. I clutched Windows 10 for forever, thinking it was like awesome. I don't know, when Windows 11 came out, maybe it was garbage and really buggy, but so far I'm really enjoying it. A lot of the things I do repetitively are now really easy to do. Okay, we move on to the Gatesman Devour. It's not Devour, it's Devoir? I think it's pronounced Devoir. Sounds French. Cannot prove that it is. This is 9 mana. It's a legendary enchantment. The spell and spells named with Gatekeeper cost 1 less to cast for each differently named gate you control. Activated abilities of cards with gate in its text can't be countered. Those that are also creatures gain vigilance and reach. Players may play an additional gate land on each of their turns. If a gate is tapped for mana, it produces twice as much of that mana instead. I think this is fine, because apparently, like, you need gates in play to reduce the cost of this card. But this is weird. Why is it this spell and spells named Gatekeeper? So this is not even a Gatekeeper card. Is there a joke here about gatekeeping? It's basically Windows 10, but reskinning and with several years of additional incremental feature updates. Yes, I like the incremental feature updates. I like them a lot. So the astute gatekeeper. Oh, I guess this is foreshadowing. This is big foreshadowing of gatekeeper cards we're going to see in the future. Because this card in play, so that this card can cost 1 mana, that makes no sense. That makes absolutely no sense at all. Right? I'm not going to spend a 9 mana card so I can cast my 2 mana 0/3 for 1 mana instead. This doesn't work with the cards that partially has gate in the text, like a gate instigator. No, I think it would have to specifically say gate, right? Activate cards with gate in its text can't be countered. Oh, you know what? I would assume it does. Like, I don't know the rules hardcore. I don't know the rules hardcore, but I assume it's the word gate. Like, the word gate has to be in there, not like partial credit or anything. There are existing cards with Gatekeeper in its name. I assume so. Oh, so you're saying you're not going to make more Gatekeeper cards for Pass the Life? Is that what you're trying to tell me here? The Cemetery Gate. You're never casting this for its mana cost. Well, this is a gate deck. Don't assume things here. Anything can happen in a gate deck. They get tons of lands in play. That's the whole point of the deck. I will say one thing. If you have 9 lands in play and they're all gates, can't you just mazes end and win already? Bingo alert. Card doesn't work since it's English only. Oh! That is so true. All right. I'm just finding out like half my sound effects work, half of them don't. I didn't test them all properly. Okay, hold on. That is correct. All right, this is instantly disqualified. Yeah, it's an English only card. Card does technically not work because it would. The word gate is different in other languages. And also the meaning of gate might change from one card to another. Like, I don't want to say the gate watch. Does gate watch count? Was that part of the idea? Yeah, the reason we don't have X in their name is because it can create a lot of weird rules. Yu-Gi-Oh has had that and breaks all the time. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh is just, you know, it's its own thing. They've got like 2 different rule sets for regions. It doesn't make any sense to me. All right, well, this one don't work. Just put an acorn at the bottom. There we go. That's a quick patch for everybody. Next up, we got Nova, the Space Wolf, with, as promised, the last custom stream. Wow, it's the last custom stream for a lot of people. The second to last Darken is the Azorius. All right, what is it? The Darken. Part 11. Oh, did I not? Oh, whoops. The Darken. Okay, I'm gonna find the Darken part 11. I found it. All right, we're there. Was it? We only have the mono red Darken left after this. Well, oh, so you're saying, oh, this is, as promised, last custom stream. The second, oh, this is the second last. The second last of the series. Okay, we have the Darken Lodestone. It's a 2-mana Darken equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. When equipped creature attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on other attacking creature you control. That is a grammatical error. That gets the learn grammar gets hit by the learn grammar bingo card. What does that mean? Okay, so when equipped creature attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on other attacking creatures, or on another attacking creature you control. So I don't understand. So, and that's a big difference. So I don't know if it's +1/+1 on all other attacking creatures or on just a singular creature. And there's a big difference between those two. There's a big difference. On one other attacking creature. Okay, so you just put a +1/+1 counter on another, or you can put on one other attacking creature you control. It just has to be, that other needs to be a little bit more specific. Equip for 1. Holy moly, what's on the other side? We have the Horazi. Is that like an Eldrazi thing? Well, apparently not. It's not an Eldrazi. It's a Darken Ascended Warrior. This is for 8 mana, 7/7. Horazi enters with a spell shield counter. If a permanent with a spell shield counter on it would be affected by an instant, sorcery, or activated ability controlled by an opponent that targets only that permanent, remove a spell shield counter from it and ignore the effect. Isn't this just a shield counter? I mean, it's just like it's like a variation of a shield counter. When Horazi attacks, the base power and toughness of target other attacking creature you control becomes equal to Horazi's power and toughness. So basically, you attack, and also that other creature also becomes a 7/7. I think you've always made these very balanced, where the cheap equipment is very reasonable. You know what? Not broken at all. And also the other side, it does a lot, but I mean, you got to pay for it. This is 8 mana. You got to save up that 8 mana for probably 6 years, put a down payment. You have to take a mortgage out on your house, and then you can have a Horazi. So I think it's very fair for all the power that you get in those cards. I wonder if Wizards should explore, you know, like, I think back, Wizards has so many clunky, useless equipment in the game. Why don't they do more stuff like what Nova the Space Wolf is doing, where you can take like a bunch of random clunky equipment and just throw some massive bomb on the other side, and like big deal. I don't know how you do that flavor wise, but you just have like this gigantic creature on the other side, so that like if you rip this equipment late in the game, then you can just play the other side. Bingo alerts. Devour is wordy and Darken has new non-creature subtype. Yeah, I'm not counting the dark. We have this every show. Ugh, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna count. I'll count it. It's a new non-creature subtype. It's like every show there is a Darken card. Every show. Whoops, I'm clicking the wrong buttons around here. I'm gonna move this away. Can I move this? I cannot move this. I'm learning. I'm not sure affected by really works. It should be if instant a sorcerer activated ability targets only this creature. Okay, that's fine. That's a cleaner way of wording it. I know what Nova's trying to do. That's all. So the spell shield counter is basically a single instance of Cure Great Glass Spinner. It counters the first ability that targets it, but it extends to activated abilities. Could be called a Kira counter. Could be the Kira counter. All right, thank you very much for the set of cards here. Nova the Space Wolf. Next up, we have so many cards still. Sage. Hello. Hello, Sage. Nina Watari. Truth-Eyed Mirage. And Nanachi, Abyssal Analyst. Okay, let's take a look at first Nina Watari, the Truth-Eyed Mirage. I really like this card template. This could be like a premium card somewhere. Oyster Dragon Spirit. That is bizarre. Do we have Oyster as a creature type anywhere in this game? I think there's a few oysters, but I don't know if they're still called oysters. Yeah, nice card frame. I like it too. It's a 1/1 for 5 mana. Oh, it's small. A very small creature. Data consumption. Whenever you counter a spell, exile it instead of putting it to its owner's graveyard. You may cast spells exiled with Nina Watari without paying their mana cost. This is so clean. So clean. Also, I really like the idea of countering stuff and then playing it. Truth. For 2 mana, tap. Change the target spell with only 1 target. If you don't control that spell, choose the target at random instead. What? Change the target spell with only a single target. If you don't control... Why would you want to change the target of your own spell, though? Oh, I guess if someone responds and like answer your spell. Change the target. That is neat. I think that is very, very neat. The world is flat. The new world order is real. Don't you see it? What the hell is this from? Nikachu should wear different contacts every day to see who notices his eyes change color. I don't wear contacts in the first place. I probably should though. 5+ words in the card name says Robert. That is correct. 5 words. Oh, what does that mean? We've got a bingo. Boop. That means 1 extra freebie in the end for people. Probably for everybody in the Discord that doesn't get to be a part of the show. This is a Toho hijack. Is this from Toho or something? I guess you list out every valid target and use a random number generator. Yeah, you just roll dice for it. That's exactly what you do. Nanachi, Abyssal Analyst. This is a 6-mana 3/4 mutant child. Nanachi, Abyssal Analyst can't be blocked as long as defending player has 3 or more cards in hand. And now, whenever Nanachi, Abyssal Analyst attacks, Fate Seal X, where X is the number of cards in defending player's hand. Tap, target player mills 2 cards and discards a card. What the hell? Nah! Or is it like, nah? I actually don't know. I don't know how they pronounce it. Don't double face cards hit the 5+ card bingo. You know what? Technically, yes, but practically speaking, no. I'm only counting one side of the damn thing. I don't have much, like, first off, I think it's a very clean design, like the first design, very, very clean, very easy to understand. I mean, some people might need to know what Fate Seal is, and that's when you look at the top card of someone's deck, and you have the choice to keep it on top or put it on the bottom. This is a powerful ability, though, when it attacks. So it's not even, you don't even have to deal the damage. And if anyone has any, like, if someone even has 2 cards in hand, you could just, like, oh, 2 lands on top. All right, we're going to keep those 2 lands there. So it's a very, very powerful effect. I imagine control players would really like to play this card too. I don't even know if the milling 2 cards probably isn't necessary. If I am a Nikachu player, I will just keep Fate Sealing as many times as I can to lock out my opponent from playing anything for the rest of the game. Is there a Discord link? It's in the description. It's been there for years. Just like how I tell everyone to show up for the show at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's been there for forever. Nikachu has missed wordy online 8 cards. I don't think this card is wordy, in my opinion. Some other cards might have been wordy. Speak up louder for when the next wordy card comes up. Next we've got any other 2? No, okay, it's all singular cards now. We got, I don't know if it's Milo or Miwash. We got dual color shrines, the allied colors, just the last one. It is Selesnya. Take a look at them shrines. Uh-oh, where is it? What am I supposed to look up here? Shrines. Milo, what am I supposed to look up here? Allied colors. Just the last one. Look, Milo. Look, Milo. You're supposed to give me the name of your post. I assume that you just posted it today. I think. So is there like a bunch of shrines somewhere? Like, what am I supposed to look up? Is it on the Discord? Yeah, it has to be on the Discord. I don't look things up on Reddit. We do the Reddit is the freebie section. But I use the thing is what's it called? We used to look things up on Reddit, but the search function really sucks. And sometimes I would just put in somebody's card perfectly and I can't find it. Sometimes because it would get removed by moderators or get hidden by moderators. Okay, what's your thing on Reddit? I will, oh, you called it. Okay, I will do this. This is rare. We're going to go explore on Reddit. Search in custom for dual color shrines. Hopefully we find it. Okay, this looks like it's your thing. And you want just the last, you want the Selesnya one. This is rare. I'm doing something very nice for you, Milo. Doing something very nice. We have very strict, oh, this is the Selesnya one. Let's see, we can scroll down. Let's center this up. Center this baby. Boom. All right, there we go. We have a 4-mana 2/5 shrine. At the beginning, oh, by the way, this is called the Holy Liege of the Savannah. It is a legendary enchantment creature shrine. If I understand correctly, shrine is not a creature type, which is, I thought was weird. Even though it like blatantly looks like a creature type to me. So it's an enchantment type. Just very strange. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, you both create X treasure tokens where X is the number of green shrines you control. Okay. At the beginning of each opponent's end step, exile up to X target non-token permanents until your next end step where X is the number of white shrines you control. The beginning of each opponent's end step. So every turn, exile up to X target non-token permanents until your next end step. Until your next end step, where X is the number of white shrines. So basically what we're like sort of swiping them off the board temporarily. And then Onamori for 3 mana. Oh, so if you have a lot of white shrines, you can like eat up a lot of cards at the end of each end step. Unamori, 3 mana, tap, create a 1/1 green and white shrine creature, shrine enchantment creature token. So we're making the shrines that then exile stuff off the board. I can't tell if this is dangerous or not. Look, I will judge a wordy card when the font gets like really small. That's how I define like a super wordy card. So far, this is just a normal text. This is like normal text. They're filling the text box, but like the font needs to get to a point where I'm like I have to like zoom in really close. I got to get in really, really close, super close, to see what the hell the card says. But I can actually read the whole card from here, so I actually don't think it's. Obviously, it's like wordy, but it's not so wordy for the bingo card. It's just enchantment type, not even partially a creature type. Well, then why is it should be called Legendary Enchantment Shrine Creature? Shrines get really annoying the more of them you have. Well, that's the point. You just basically mentioned Magic the Gathering. Yeah, so if it looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh card, exactly. It's wordy for an official card, but not for a custom card. Well, I mean, but even real cards look like this now. Like all the cards look. I don't know about all the cards, but a lot of cards look like this. So I can't even say that this is wordy anymore. I used to think the custom community where they were nuts. But now, like, Wizards R&D is just designing cards like the custom card community. It's really no different. There's a billion of these types of cards now. Alexander Clambleton specify what's a wordy card is. There we go. Although we're not going by their rules. Tackle Mega is wordy. Yes, even by today's standards. And that's a real card. This is a weird card because okay, so first of all, I think it's fine, but I'm not playing against this damn thing. And it's each end step. It's like at the beginning of each opponent's end step, you like suck up their non-land cards, right? You both each end step exile up to X target non-land, non-token permanents until your next end step. You can actually eat up your own cards if you need the ETBs. WotC R&D today probably were custom card makers decades ago. Maybe still are. Wouldn't that be wild if some of them are still posting just to get feedback from the public before they like print it, like they design the cards at actual Wizards R&D? There is a non-zero chance that that's real. Like if they're posting under an alias, like how would we know? We would have no idea. This card feels so suffocating to play against. Welcome to Shrines! Alright, Holy Leech. I'm going to give it a pass. Next up, we have a dono to chat. We got to save all the donos for chat at the end. These are 2 donos for Pedgeman. Epic Nate, thank you very much for your super chat. Hexama. Oops, where am I? I'm on Discord. I'm on Reddit. We got Hexama, multi-class mistress. 5 mana, 3/4 shapeshifter. It's a changeling. When a cleric, rogue, warrior, or wizard you control enters, it gets +1/+1. What is this gonna? It's gonna consider party. Are you bringing back the party mechanic? Okay. If you control a full party, there it is. Choose a party among creatures you control. Those creatures get a +1/+1 counter instead. What does this do? So when a creature when one of these creatures enter, you get a +1/+1 counter. If you control a full party, which means if you control 4 changelings, choose a party among creatures you control, and they get a +1. They all get a +1/+1 counter. I get it. We found a very weird way to make party somewhat unsufferable. Party was such a bad mechanic. That was like a mechanic specifically for draft. Oh, that sounds like a good show idea. Mechanics only made for draft. Because that was such a draft mechanic. Party. It was garbage. Does anyone play does anyone party? She is a party all by herself? Technically not. So, I mean, that's what I used to think. Like, oh, changelings will break this. But you actually need 4 separate creatures on the battlefield to represent the party. Because you do need you need all 4. So I thought that would be easy. Like, just break all the party cards with changelings. But nope. Only one will represent one of the party. Which is weird. Was that actually good in draft? Feels hard to pull off. Well, it's more possible in draft than it was in constructed. I think it's just impossible in constructed. Just like give up. You could be right. It might have been garbage in draft too. But I think it's like if there's like a board stall. Yeah, I think in a lot of board stalls, and if you're very specifically drafting rogues, warriors, clerics, and wizards, you'll pull it off. It would work. Party mechanics slide in well in changeling decks, though, right? I don't want to really say anything works well with changeling decks. They're all clunky as hell. There's super clunkarunos. All right, this works. In some sense. Next, we've got Surefire Selves. Oh, what super chat sound effect do I give you? I give you this one. Kono? Hope I'm pronouncing that right. The Perceptive. Not a merfolk this week, but we got Mill. We do have a Dragon Wizard. You know what I like more than this Lamborghini? Knowledge. That's why I have all these bookshelves behind me. Says Kono the Perceptive. This is a 5-mana 4/6 legendary Dragon Wizard flying. If an opponent would draw or mill a card while their library has no cards in it, you win the game instead. Fascinating. Very fascinating. Screw Thassa's Oracle. Or no, would that work? If an opponent would draw or mill a card while their library has no cards in it, you win the game instead. No, wait, hold on. It's not anti-Thassa's Oracle. Draw or mill a card while their library has... But they lose. Oh, so I see. This is more of a commander thing. So if one person loses, you win. And winning is different from them losing in a 4-player game. And for 2 mana, target player mills 4 cards. So, well, if you have infinite mana, they'll lose anyway. This is normal. This is just yeah. It's like, you know, in a one-on-one game, this does nothing. It's like, okay, you lose and I win. Great, fantastic. How would this resolve with an opponent's lab maniac? Someone would draw or mill a card while their library has no cards in it. I think you win the game because you win the game instead. But I'm not sure. I don't know. Is it a draw? Maybe it's a draw. I would think you win the game, but I don't know. Or is it a timestamp thing? Maybe it's a timestamp thing. Is it layers? Is it layers? Is it timestamp? Great question. These are questions I can't answer. I think this card is cool though. You know, it's very different. This is very different. This should be a card. This should be a commander. Next up, we've got... How much is this? I have one called A Card I Found on Reddit. What is 40 SEK to USD? $4.25. That's a bit short, Algot. Okay, a card I found on Reddit. I like it. I've only seen the picture. It's good enough for me. I'm gonna pass. Okay, now let's read it. It's a 2-mana 1/4, flying and reach. It's got reach for the wrong reasons, and it's a flying creature. Yeah, votes for flying 100%. Probably. It also votes for Sprout. It's on the ground often enough. This is a very funny card. Look at the neck on that one. So it's like a it's like an ostrich or something. Yeah, ostriches should have reach. It can still reach even if it loses flying. That's true. That's true. Just in case it loses flying, it's still gonna be able to block them flyers. It's got a tall neck. Okay, I super approve of this card. This was fun, actually. That was the best $4.25 ever. Next we've got a card. We got Corbinick in chat. What do you got for us, Corbinick? The Visionary, my spicy card for the day. Ooh, it looks dangerous. Looks like Chandra wants to kill me. Looks like Chandra. Okay, we have triple red for a 0/4 Legend Demi-Human, Ward 2. Non-creature cards in players' hands have Foretell of 3. What? Okay, so anybody can play that? When a card cast for their Foretell cost is Fast Exile? Huh? When a card cast for their Foretell cost is Fast Exile it instead of putting into its owner's graveyard? I don't understand what that means. That doesn't mean anything to me. Spells cast for their Foretell cost can't be copied or countered. What does it mean by fast? Corbinick, are you here? The Dam Draws theorizes maybe it means first. Oh, cast. This is a big typo. Bingo, made up word mechanics. Okay, so when a card is cast for their Foretell cost is cast. We're saying cast twice. Exile instead of putting it to its owner's graveyard. Spells cast for their Foretell cost can't be copied or countered. This is it. This is such a janky card. But whatever, it's fine. This is, I guess, interesting to the players playing red at the table. Yeah, maybe 100% AI generated. I think they meant when a card is cast for their Foretell cost, exile instead. Yeah, that's exactly what they meant. That's what Corbinick meant. What do we have left? We've got we have another one from Robert. You're cheating on the rules here. Phyrexian Tutor. People are not really supposed to be over donating. So we have like you got. You had a card and you donated, then you donated again, and then you want another card. Okay, we got the Phyrexian Tutor. This is it could be for 10 life. An instant. Search your library for a card that has mana value equal to or less than half your current life total, rounded down. Reveal that card and put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. Okay, so in Commander, it's basically anything. And still in a 60-card game, it's basically anything. If no mana was spent to cast this spell, instead search your library for any card and put it into your hand, then shuffle. Reveal that card and put it into your hand. What is the difference? I might be missing something. Oh my god, yeah, get the death shadow immediately. Death Shadow only costs 1. Also enables Death Shadow immediately. Also, what's interesting is because it's 5 Phyrexian black, you could play like triple black and then pay 2 Phyrexian to like reduce your life total from like 10 to 6, or like whatever you need it to be. This is like the greatest Death Shadow enabler ever. The difference is choosing to pay 10 life rather than casting. Instead, search your library for any card. Also, what is the first one? Oh, I see. If you spend if you don't spend any mana, then you get to you get any card. Seems fair-ish. Seems broken CDH, possibly okay in standard since red decks would crush it. Yep, 0 mana Demonic Tutor, but at what price? Wait, isn't this just broken? Turn 1 Tutor? Correct. Can you let me know how you're gonna break it? I mean, it probably is broken, at least in Commander. It will contribute to maybe slightly more turn 1 wins. Because you don't have to I mean, like, if you're just gonna go for it, you might as well go for it. So this card represents... It represents like a land that you need, a ritual, one of the win cons for your deck, or your 2-card combos. Wait for the freebies, Bryce. The freebies are coming. The freebies are coming. Definitely too good for CEDH. All right, broken. It's too strong for one format. It's probably too strong also for... I don't even want to know how this is going to turn out, but like it's probably too strong for Modern and Legacy too. Probably. Like there's a lot of combo decks out there. They'll pay 10 life to get their combo card and just win it instantly. Next up, we've got Surefire Selves with... did I look at no, I don't think I looked up sterilization. Pretty specific also, but designed for flavor. What is this place? So 4 mana enchantment. When this enchantment enters and at the beginning of your upkeep, remove all -1/-1 counters from all permanents you control. Oh. Is that what sterilizing is, though? For each counter removed this way, you gain 1 life. Oh, I guess like... Oh, I see. So like the -1/-1, that's like the sickness in some sense. Then destroy all germs. Take that, Batterskull! I had enough of you, Batterskull. You've met your match. I'm sterilizing you. How many germs are in this game? And then each creature with a -1/-1 counter on it is a black germ in addition to its other types. What? Each creature with -1/-1 counter on it is a black germ. So did we destroy all creatures? Oh, so did we destroy all creatures? Hold on, how does this card work? Each creature with a -1/-1. Oh, I see. We removed all the -1/-1 counters from all permanents that we control. And then all of our opponent's creatures with -1/-1 counters get wiped from the board. All right, I like the card. Doesn't remove poison though. Well, we're not sterilizing planeswalkers here. Bingo, flavor win. We did get flavor win. It's done. It's right here. All right, we got Dancing Odie. I don't make custom cards. I just want to show my support while I'm here on time. Thank you so much, Dancing Odie. Okay, that's gonna be a dono. Okay, we're at dono time. Oh my god, how many are getting to Pedgeman? There are 3 donos specifically to Pedgeman, but this is a non-Pedgeman dono. Okay, we're gonna okay, for the donos to chat. Okay, we'll give that last one. We'll give that one to you, Dimitri. Elves Against Humanity. Where have you been, Dimitri? See, there we go. We found it. We found a wordy card. Oops, that's blue. I don't want blue. I want red. We found our wordy card. It has been done. Can I zoom in on this? Too close. Elves Against Humanity. Okay, I can't read this. Oh, we're not done yet either. Oh, it's a long show today. We've hit the 2-hour mark. Let me set up some more music. Some more wonderful music for my wonderful chat here today. So many wonderful people showing up. Grab this. All right. I see Pravi. I've been working on a card for 2 days. Can I get a free? Yeah, you can get a freebie. Sure, why not? Okay, let's read this. Elves Against Humanity. It is double green, 2 generic X. Sorcery. Affinity for elf. Conjure onto the battlefield X random elf creatures that are 0/0 instead of their usual power and toughness. And they have their usual rules text along with trample. And when this creature enters, put X +1/+1 counters on this card, where X is 2 plus the number of elf creatures you have on the battlefield, that creature can deal excess combat damage to the player or... Good God. Do I have to read this whole thing? Well, it was a dono, I guess. When this card finishes resolving, conjure X copies of Elves Against Humanity into your hand and library, then shuffle, where X is your devotion to green. A deck can have any number of cards named Elves Against Humanity. I don't know what this does. I don't even want to I don't want to comprehend the damn thing. Card doesn't work. Too many. Is there too many X? Nikachu, Nika now demonstrating it. Yeah, basically, demonstrating the real wordy card. My forehead is quite nice, isn't it? This is it. Some people interpret it. I don't even know what this card does. Unlocked says it's busted. I'm gonna have to just trust you. Sometimes Dimitri's cards are completely broken. Sometimes they don't do anything. They're like impossible to cast. Forget it. It was the pre-edit version. What? Oh, forgot it? Well, I'm not reading the real version. That was it. I'm done. I'm done with that one. All right, we have to go to a Pegman one. Pegman, get your cards lined up and ready. You're getting a dono. From Uncle Robert. Uncle Robert says you get a dono. So what is it? You get 3. You're very popular today, Pegman. Especially since you make video cards. The video cards are pretty cool, I have to admit. Pegman's first video card. I hope it's a video card. Ramilia, Scarlet Swarm. Ramilia. Cool. Oh, are these all 3 of them? Okay, Ramilia, Scarlet Swarm. This is a 5-mana 4/4 Vampire Noble. I thought we did this one. Flying lifelink, wards sacrifice a blood. Back to your vampires with the blood tokens. Other non-token, non-artifact creatures are blood artifacts in addition to their other types and have 1 tap, discard a card, sacrifice this, draw a card. Whenever blood is spilled. Ooh, I like that. What is that? Like if a blood token enters the battlefield? What was that? Okay, blood is spilled when a player is dealt damage for the first time in a turn or when a blood is sacrificed. Okay, interesting. Whenever blood is spilled, create a black 1/1 vampire bat creature token with flying and lifelink. I like the flavor of this. There's a lot of stuff. We sacrifice blood, we make blood, we spill blood. You know what? Honestly, I don't think we did this. I don't know if we did this one, but I see this pixelated anime girl with like bat wings, and I feel like we've seen it before. But it might be just another card. Bingo alert, too many X's for Dimitri's card? You kidding me? Too much X. Oh, you people are slow at the wheel. 2 hours stream, which means we have another bingo. We're doing pretty good on the bingo card today. Not bad, not bad. All right, I approve of this card. Big time approve. Okay, I will go back. Okay, so we have another... Who wanted the other one? Bryce wanted a card. So we have another dono. From Uncle Robert is very generous with the donations. Where's the proxy person? Oh, sorry, it's not proxy, it's Pravi. I see Pravi. Okay, if you want a card, you gotta let me know. What's the card? Spit it out. Spit your card out. There were 2 bingo lines completed with that. Oh, were there? Oh, good God. No, there's this one to 10, 10 or greater. Doesn't exist yet. 2 bingo lines? I don't see 2 bingo lines. Oh, there's another there's a bingo line down here. There's another bingo line. My card is the eternal tree. All right, let's look up the eternal tree. That's eternal. Well, you get one side. What is this? Is this a 2-sided card? The hell is this? Okay, legendary land. It is the... Oh, man. This is a great spot for this sound effect. The eternal tree. Oh, it doesn't work. Not all my sound effects work. I gotta fix them. Okay, legendary land. You can't play this land on your first, second, or third turn of the game. Oh my god, you know what that means? It's broken. Before the game begins, if Eternal Tree is in your command zone, choose any combination of colors. Eternal Tree is of the chosen color. Oh, I see. So it's like a land that can be like your commander, but it can be any colors. Choose any combination. Don't you want to choose 5? Tap to add 1 mana of any color. For 6 mana, put a first strike or trample counter on target creature, then transform Eternal Tree if creatures you control have a total of 7 or more keywords. I'll tell you what. We're gonna chew up one of these bingos is gonna get chewed up for this to see the second side. Which is, so we're turning into this thing? Is that what we're turning into? I have a question. Is there any reason not to choose 5 colors? Like, there's no reason not to have 5 colors, right? Before the begins, if Eternal Tree is in your command zone, choose any combination of colors. Eternal Tree is the chosen colors. Like, I don't understand the point of you even having a choice. There seems to be no, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there's no downside to choosing all 5. Can you fetch this thing? It's just a legendary land. It's like a random legendary land. I guess if you don't wanna. Anyway, it's just a weird design space. Very weird. Then we have a legendary creature, a 5/5. Ineffable Obscurity. The Nameless Deity doesn't have a name or creature type. The Epiphany of Limits. This permanent has all keywords of all creatures on the battlefield. You can choose what keywords you want or don't want. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Fear thy not. Tap, choose a permanent on the battlefield. You may remove up to 1 of its keywords. If you don't remove a keyword this way, name a keyword. That permanent gains that ability until this permanent leaves the battlefield. It's honestly a bit too weird. I like the first half. You know what? I approve of the second half. I don't really approve of I approve of the first half. I don't really approve of the second half. This is just jank. This is very janky. Yeah, it's jank central. Yeah, this is the custom card of all time. Remove this word, replace it with this word. Yeah, had me on the first half. This looked very practical on the front side. It's like, okay, we have something sort of unique. We have a commander land. Choose any number of land types or blah, 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 blah. And all the abilities were quite reasonable. I choose Annihilator 17. That's a good point. That's a good point. Okay, the first half is okay. Second half, no. So, no. Okay, we're gonna go to another Pedgeman one. We have 2 of them we have 2 donations from Big Mike. Big Mike with the big donations. So the other cards from Pedgeman were, what are the other cards? We have Suika. Whoever that is. Intoxicating Oni. Pedgeman, these don't animate. You know, you've set a standard that I can't let go anymore. Okay, Suika, Intoxicating Oni. This is a 4-mana 2/4 demon. Partner with Yugi, Drunken Frenzy. Whenever a player draws their second card each turn, they get 2 poison counters. That's fascinating. Don't be drawing too many cards around here. You might. Oh, I see. You get intoxicated. You're getting a little drunk off of your own supply here. Getting high on your own supply. The blue players should be like that anyhow. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, they lose a poison counter. Oh, so they can draw cards, knowing that it's like a bit of a temporary cost. Whenever a creature attacks, put a stun counter on it. I like this card all around. I really like the idea that if people draw too many cards, it like punishes them very badly. Super, super badly. Nikachu spoiled now with Pedgeman. Yeah, I basically, like, the animated cards are awesome. They are so cool. It's like something like MTG Arena should do, but they don't really. Osif says, not the Suika I was thinking of. Is that something I could look up on Google and not get demonetized? I mean, that's 3 Toho Oni's thing to an extent. Oh, Pejman loves the Toho thing. Okay, next we look up Yugi. So that's another super chat in itself. The Drunken Frenzy. She looks like a server of some sort. So 4 mana for a 4/4 demon. Partner with Suika, Intoxicating Oni, Menace Trample. If one or more counters would be removed from you or a permanent you control, twice of that many counters are removed instead. So you can draw the extra cards, get the poison counters, and then you're like, I don't care, I'm removing them thanks to Yugi. And then whenever Yugi deals combat damage to a player, proliferate. Oh my god. That's probably fine and fair. It's probably just very frustrating for people. Okay, well, I mean, like, no one's obligated to draw more than one card unless you force them to with Howling Mine. Ooh, Howling Mine. Of course it partners so well. That's the point. That's, you know what that's called? It's called synergy. And Pejman loves synergy. Very synergy person. Okay, next we've got crap, did we do this custom card already? Okay, I don't know. So I'll assume we did we have not. Okay, this is from Dancing Odie, this next custom card. We'll give it to the Real Maxim. Real Maxim is a real one, loves being on the show. Kalina. That's okay, we can look at Kalina, no problem, the Real Maxim. Double red for a 2/2 human wizard. Kalina enters with a flare counter. Now, whenever another source you control deals exactly X non-combat damage, where X is the number of flare counters on Kalina, put a flare counter on Kalina, and she deals that much damage to each opponent. Then if she has 5 or more flare counters, remove all but one of them and add double red to your mana pool. So a card that basically damages and potentially adds mana. It's a bit weird in the way that adds mana, because do we need the mana at this point in the game? Whenever another source you control deals exactly X non-combat damage, or X the number. So okay, so we have one flare counter. So if I deal 1 peck of damage, this is a janky way of dealing damage, but I guess it's sort of like a fun way to unlock. So you like lava dart somebody, you get another flare counter. Then you shock someone, you get another flare counter, lightning bolt, and so on and so on. And in the end, you get like a nice double red at the end. What? How much she deals that much damage to each opponent? All right, not the board though. It's a stacking Ashling. It is a stacking Ashling. All right, next, who do we have? Spectral Maniac came out of nowhere with a bunch of donos. Geo Hunter and another dono to chat. Okay, Garo Hero Hunter. Get Spectral Maniac's card first. Garo. Everyone changed their avatar lately. Spectral Maniac got a very Halloween-like avatar, I would say. Okay, this is Garo. 3 mana, 3/3. Human monk villain. Menace. Pay 3 life. Regenerate this creature. How many creatures out there pay life to regenerate? I feel like that sounds good. Like, the problem with regenerate is it's so hard to hold up the mana these days. You always want to tap out, so paying 3 life actually seems very refreshing, like a really refreshing way to regenerate your creature. And also, it almost makes sense because you're like giving some of your life force to your creature on the battlefield. Whenever Garo Hero Hunter is regenerated, put a number of +1/+1 counters on it equal to its power. It doesn't untap during your next untap step. You should just put a stun counter on it. It would probably it would make just as much equal sense. Next. Who was it earlier? Bryce wanted a card. I want one. Mr. Custom Sliver found on Facebook. I am not looking. Do you have it on my Discord? I'm not looking on Facebook for that thing. Mr. Custom Sliver. Oh, okay, good. We have it here. All right, so this will be a... This will be one from here. Oh, we got Sliver, a 5 mana 3/3 Sliver with imprint. What is Mr. Custom Sliver, as you said, from Facebook? Imprint. When this creature enters, exile target non-token creature. Okay. As long as a card exiled by this creature is a creature card, slivers you control have all abilities of the exiled card. Oh, okay. Okay. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty neat, actually. So I would assume that just works. It's like you just commandeered that card and like, okay, all those abilities, now all the slivers have all those abilities. I think that works out perfect. Makes complete sense too. If there's still freebies, we'll see if there's still free. There's a lot. We're running out of freebie cards. Spectromaniacs freebie. We'll now give to Banovsky. What super chat sound effect do we use here? Banovsky wants one. Empty the crypt. Mike, Mr. Custom Sliver found on Facebook is on your Discord. Yeah, that's it, right? Mr. Custom Sliver, we found it. Empty the crypt. How old is this? Oh, it's pretty new. Okay. Empty the crypt. Great name, actually. I like the name. It's a banger name. For 3 mana sorcery, exile all creature cards in target player's graveyard. Create 2 1/1 black skeleton creature tokens for each card exiled this way. That makes no sense. Why did we get 2 skeletons for each 1 body? Shouldn't we just get 1 skeleton for each body? Overload for 6 mana. You may cast this spell for its overload cost. If you do, change its target in each text to each. I think this is fine. Yeah, the fleshes have been reached. The fleshes got reached big time here. Next. Okay, we have one more freebie. Did you have a dono? I can't remember, Sage Kerr. I'm gonna give one to Soulfam. Okay. Sage Kerr, did you get a dono? I can't remember. I swear you donate. I swear you donated, Sage Kerr. I'm gonna give the donation to Soulfam because I don't think Soulfam got anything. Cue boss music. That's pretty cool. Cue boss music. More of a joke card than serious. Apologies. Battleground. Q. I didn't look it up correctly. Okay, we got Q boss music. 4 mana. Sorcery. Room full of ammo and health items. Huh? Target opponent draws 3 cards. Creates 3 treasure tokens and gains 10 life. The ground shakes. Search your library for a creature card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. This thing's broken. Oh, I get it. But you know, you cue the boss music. Hold on, do I have a good boss music? I have some boss music here. Hold on. The boss music. The boss music has arrived. All right, that was that one. Do we have 10? Did we see a 10/10 creature or greater? Somewhat recently or at all? Yeah, it's a pretty big flavor one, that's for sure. It's a pretty big. It's a big spider. It's a giant enemy spider. You would even see that in the Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Was the first boss, in fact. The train was the 2020. Sorry, the damn draws. You didn't draw very fast on the train. Just the train at the beginning. We probably did, but DQ'd for being suggested late. Also, I redid the bingo card a million times. All right, that's. Oh, F it. Let's get Sage Curse. I'm too nice today. I have too much energy. All right. That is it. That is a very, very, very late bingo call. It's going against the rules, but I'll give Sage Kerr one more. Fata Morgana. Fate. What was it? Fate. Fata Morgana would be a neat. Fata Morgana. I can't find this card. I feel like I spelled it properly. Just didn't show up. How the hell does this work? Oh, it's a land. It's got phasing. Like, was it the Teferi's Isle? Tap for 2 mana. You may spend you may spend mana from Fata Morgana as though it were any color to cast an illusion spell. Actually, I think this works because it's just another soul land, but you only have the land half the time, which means like you lose it half the time. Most importantly, you lose it when it's your opponent's turn, right? So isn't it like, okay, it phases back in, end of turn, it phases out. Or how does it work? It phases out until... Or does it just phase out at the beginning of your next turn? I think it phases out at the beginning of your next turn. It is very interesting. How does phasing work? Okay, now I'm like, how does phasing work again? Like, I think I know how phasing works, but I could be wrong. It phases it out in on your untap. Yeah, that's what I think it is. So I guess when it enters the battlefield, you can use it, and then at your next turn you lose it, and then so you basically have a soul land only half the time. It's probably still good. Probably, not entirely sure. Like, it's a superior to Fairy's Isle if anyone's ever seen that card. It's also a blue card with phasing, but I believe it comes into play tap, so it's useless on your first turn. Triggers both at the beginning of your turn. Correct. All right. I'll give it the go ahead. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Whoops, this is the wrong way to end the show. Thanks for all your suggestions. Thanks for all your love. And as usual, if you want to be part of the show, you got to be here weekdays, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks to everyone who supports the show. If you're a patron, a member on YouTube, or you super chat to be part of the show, or even super chat so other people are part of the show. And of course, thank you so much, everyone, for your suggestions and your commentary. People like Dimitri, Unlock, Sage Cure, Kano, we got Troll, Dimitri, Jess, Kano, Steve Cooper, Dadam Draws, Anna, Robert. Who's here at the end? We got Jeff. We got the real Maxim. Pedgeman, of course. Wow, Pedgeman filled up today. Thanks for all the donos again. You know, what is it, like 4? How many donos do you get? 4 donos? I think you got 4 donos. Pedgeman lives off of donos. And Spectral Maniac. Thank you very much, everyone. And as usual, my coffee crew, keep brewing those coffees, and we're going to keep brewing up the magic, especially the magic of custom Magic the Gathering cards. And I'll see you at the next cup.